All right, let's just test out some pick three. So this is right here, down here is the latest for Wisconsin. Couple doubles, and then tonight's number was 013. So I gotta do something here. I want this to look like the other two pages, the other few pages I have. But anyway, so let's just jump right to the top here. All right. See, I like to add them in here, and then I want to be able to backtrack quickly. So I'm going to adjust that. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep that on dark for now. So, all right, let's take a look. So as you can see, 15, there has not been a pink 15 in 4 draws. And for the evening, there was numerous pink, and they're all gone. So, yeah, pretty sweet. Um, and they were all threes. They were all threes, and that was for the evening alone. But anyway, a lot of times you want to look at the combined. So this is combined. So we're going to start off with this color drought. Check that out. 15 pink. So what is that? I jump right over to this page here, and I'm going to keep the auto flow on pink. See that? 115 numbers. If I remove that, turn them all on. Or I'm sorry. There you go. 210 numbers. This does not follow the triples. Um, and see, like each one of these, if I hover over it, it shows you the pairs that are connected to that set. Okay. So if I hit off, I can turn on like set 3, set 6, or I don't have a way to turn on like opposites or directional. Sorry, directional. I was thinking about doing that, but I don't want to muddy this up too much. So just turn this off. And then let's see, I'm gonna keep that on. So right here, ready? Boom. We're down to 115. Just shaved off a lot of numbers. Now, all that has to happen is that set has to hit that set of pairs. So we jump over to set 15 right here, and we go down to the pink. See, these have not hit in 4 draws. There has in a total. None of these pairs have hit. So good chance tomorrow that we could see a win if the one of these hit. So that's all I'm doing. And you can find like patterns in these things too, in like a matrix of patterns. You know what I'm saying? So you can do like, like a boomerang or whatever. I got all kinds of cool little patterns for like pick 4 and pick 5. I was like, I'll show that another time. I was spelling like the word lotto like this, and I was doing like kind of fun things like this. Something like that. I create, because pick 3 you can't really do that because it just kind of narrows it down too much. But for pick 4 and pick 5, it still gives you a vast amount of numbers, and you can do some pretty cool like words and BPY or lotto, or I did box, I did do, I did hot, things like that. Just kind of having fun with it. And that's what's kind of cool. I got this thing here. It's called Pick 3 Keno. So I know people like to play Keno in casinos, right? Keno casinos. So if you go like this, you do like, I want to play 6. So for pick 3, you're doing 6. So it gives you 13 numbers. See that? 13 numbers to play. Like you guys want to have fun with it, right? Do another random. Now it's 18 numbers. So you can just keep hitting this, and it's just, if you don't want to put your mind into it today, you just, all right, I'm playing these 14. Or if you want to have less numbers, let's see, you want to do 10, 2 numbers, 4 numbers, and so on. A lot of times doing this is going to kind of eliminate the doubles just because you're picking across the lines here. If you pick across the lines, you're going to get rid of doubles. But if you just do like pinks and like whatever, that's when you can get doubles and stuff. So it's pretty cool. I can still account for the doubles. I was going to build like a little setup over here that would be able to like um, account for the doubles, but then I realized it's not really needed. And if I do that, it just again muddies it up. I'm trying to keep this as clean as I can. I do want to add something to keys though, so I can add double the keys. I want to have a setup like on my other page that I can do. Like I want, like right now I can do like I think it has to be a 0 and a 2. It has to be a 0 or 2, right? Like watch if I do 15, we're down to 48 now. If there's a 0 or 2, and if I think there has to be a 0 and a 2, then I just click that, and now we're down to 4 numbers. So that's pretty cool. So if a 0 and a 2 hit tomorrow, so obviously the pair is 0, 2, and 15 hits pink, that has to be one of these. There's no other way around it other than, I don't think there is any other way around it. That's it. But I want to have it so you can like keep this off and it says yes to a 0 and a 2, but then I'm going to have another whole nother thing right here that's you can click, maybe a 3 and a 6, and then you get like double the coverage, but it still keeps it really low. Because what I'm trying to track a lot of times is this right here. You see this? This is a P3 connection tracker I built. And what this is like V tracks, A tracks, and neighbors, like over on Pick 34 SUG. Um, he's got all kinds of fun. Like, I didn't really want to change this page right now because I wanted to show this. But let me see if I can find that real quick. Like this page, V tracks, so you can follow like, like the 0. What is this one? 0 and 5. So the 1 V track is 0 and 5. The 2 is a 1 and a 6. And then this one is a, um, what is it? A 2 and a 7. And then this is a 3 and an 8. And this is a 4 and a 9. So that's what these symbolize. Just covers 2 digits. And so then you're able to like follow that. And, very often you're able to, I know I made videos on this before, but I mean, you can find some stuff if you keep it like ABC, like this pre-sorted ABC, like low high. um I have had some success doing like this, but it can be deceiving. So honestly, I just keep this on pre-sorted, and I flip through these 3 right here. See that? Like right here, check this out. There you go. It's a good one. So this one here, so this is neighbors. So neighbors is going to symbolize, and if you don't know what it symbolizes, just go over here and look and see what it's showing. So look, triple, 8 and a 9. So 8 and a 9 were both used. That means this is going to symbolize an 8 and a 9. So tomorrow, an 8 and a 9 is likely, not guaranteed, but likely. Why? Because look, it's out 5 draws. And if you go back in time here, if anything from this video, this is very valuable information right here. Look, since last month, that's the longest it's been out, right? And look, we're at that max right now. Now, maxes are meant to be broken, or I mean, can be broken and can go to 6, 7, who knows? But good, that's a good play. An 8 or a 9, a really good play for tomorrow. You know, so so what you see over here is that exactly. So you can see on V tracks, I have my threshold set, and I don't have it showing everything in here because I have my threshold set to this. So if I can change this, but there's no need because I don't care about those ones that are way down there. To be honest with you, I don't even care about the ones that are right there. Hang on. I'm sorry. Should I pause on that? I got a little cold. I'm gonna keep it at 5. But anyway, so look at this. V-Tracks 2, 7, 4, 9. What does that mean? It's giving you an alert. It's saying there has not been a 2 or a 7 with a 4 or a 9 in 15 draws. So it could be a 2 and a 4, or a 2 and a 9, or a 7 and a 4, or a 7 and a 9, right? Um, just as long as one of these is used and one of these. Now, if you jump over to Atrax, it shows you an alert, a 1 and a 2, or a 1 and a 5, or a 4 and a 2, or a 4 and a 5, right? And then the same thing for neighbors. Now, neighbors shows a really good one. What does it show? It shows the classic 0, 1, 8, and 9. That's really good. So, what you can do with this is I take the alerts. Now, nobody can use this stuff right now because I don't have it out there, but I'm just showing you what I can do. I put them all in there. See that? I put every one of those alerts in here. Pretty cool. I might try to figure out how to automate that, but automate everything gets annoying. I'm just gonna leave this alone. So what we got? We got that there and that. I don't need to get into everything right now. Keep this video shorter too. It's 10 minutes already. The only thing other thing I like is look at this directional is 2, 3, 4 is 15 draws. So look, if I go 2, 3, 4 and we keep that 15 on, and let's get rid of these keys because I'm not sure about those yet. We're down to 32 numbers. So one of these 32 numbers is possible for tomorrow, maybe. And like I said, I do love an 8 or a 9. So no, I'm not saying both. I'm just saying one of those is a good bet, maybe. And then like I said, I want to have another setup so I can pick other keys. So I'm thinking a 0, 2 is a good one. So look, 0, 2, 9 is the only one in there. So maybe 0, 2, 9. I did like 0, 2, 8 earlier. But why do I like that one? You're probably thinking. I'll show you. I'm just going to drop down to the bottom here. You'll see in the cross-do scanner, you'll see right there. You see, look at 2, 9 popping up there, and then in the fused, 2, 9 again. And then if you go to the heat map, if I go by patterns, 0, 2, look at this. I got overdue is 16, right? So there's 3 of these minimum sets of 3 over 16. So I should actually adjust that because we want minimum sets to be higher. I'm going to do 5 minimum sets and we'll go drop it down. At least 5. Oh, wait, I had that wrong. Okay, 1, 2, because it's showing ones. Let's see, overdue 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got, it's got to be over 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. So that's how we want to do that. So 0, 2 is up there, and also another reason why, without getting into too much more here, on my other page, we have 0. Well, we have 2, 9 as a top pair right now, across the board. Now on all pairs, 33 is the top, but that's why I don't like to run those because doubles have been hitting like crazy. I'm gonna say 2, 9. Um, now look at this. 0, 2 is also climbing the charts here in the lane agreement. That's really good. And then let's see. I haven't looked at this yet. Um, 0, 2 right there. Yeah, that's good. 2, 8s right there too, though. And then why is this? I'll turn it off. Oh, I did look at this earlier. Okay, so we're gonna do hard, and we're gonna do. Why do I do that on hard? A, B, B, C, high, low. The reason why that is on there. Oh, this way. Look, A, B, B, C. This is relations to that. Look, Lolo, double, double, Lolo, double, double. There has not been a high low or a low high on the ABBC for quite a while here. Now remember, this is my SP pairs. This is not your typical high lows. This is my patterns of 0, 1. I'm sorry, SP pairs 1 through 8 and 9 through 15. That's what this is talking about. So you got pure is this, mixed is this. And sorry about the black box around the mouse. I forgot to say that. It's an issue with Loom. I've contacted them. A lot of people have that with Loom. So it's kind of driving me crazy, but I don't see it. Only it's only on the finished video. So I tried to make the mouse super small, the pointer. So sorry about that. Anyway, so that's why I put a hard scoring on that. I put a hard scoring on it because I really like that to come back as a mixed tomorrow, uh, gold or a blue. I think that's likely. Now I could do custom, but I'm just gonna keep it as that. Now I did highlight only because the only one that's highlighted is 15 pink. Remember? So we're gonna use that bucket or basket or whatever you want to call it. It named it as a bucket, so let's keep it as a basket. Or wow, I can't talk right now. Anyway, this panel shows the selected BPP SB pairs set at a time. The big board above still compares all 15. Let's just take a look at this. So we got 2 8s running the show. We have 2 9 in there. Now I just got in the top 10. I can do whatever I want. I can move this thing, do top 15. I can have this thing show me just the top 5, whatever I want to do, right? But one of the things you can do is really mess with this thing. And look at that, 2 8 and 2 9 running the show up there at 17 out. I did that about a month ago, and 17 was just rocking the top on everything I did, and it hit the very next draw. That's pretty sweet. So, I like 025 as well for tomorrow. I know it's kind of a wild card, but I like that one. So, in my phase 3 output, I have SP pairs on along with the highlight only. That way, it highlights the bucket 15 pink. Um, I did CMS scoring because I like the scoring of this to be used, and I didn't use anything else. This is the true high and lows. I should put that on here so it's not confusing. Auto input or my input. For some reason, I thought these were my top ones for tomorrow. So I got some other options for tomorrow as well. Midday, Wisconsin. But where are my other numbers there? I had 028 and 025 and 029. 029 is now running the show. So you can look at the specs. And oh, I don't have my boost on. I want that boost on. Let's go back up there and turn that on. It's on hard. Okay. I don't think my boost is on. Yeah, it's on. Okay, I know what's happening. What's probably happening is I don't have that thing set up to run um, the input of mine here because it's not giving a boost. It should give some sort of a boost to that. So I'm gonna go to phase 3 and see what's going on. Clear the digits, and let's see, 029's right here. This seed boost stuff is for my manual. See, there's no boost. I don't know why there's no boost. There should be a boost. I might have messed up somewhere. But anyway, I'll look into that. As you can see here, these are the top ones that it's calling out tomorrow based on what I just picked. I have it set to 55. That way it covers like one key. One key is 55 numbers, but I mean, it'll cover some of them are less. But anyway, so let's just, I got to figure out why this is not allowing my boost. See, LF hard, manual. This here is for my manual. Buckets should be running that. Selected highlight. That doesn't matter because it's the same one. I'm not really sure. Let's see if I turn to soft, see what happens. I wish when I pick this, I'm gonna have this say on because that's kind of confusing because it looks like it's still off when it's not. Still nothing there. Oh, this one got a boost. So maybe it's just showing like for some reason this one didn't get a boost. Oh, duh. What am I trying to say here? I gotta go to bed. This one didn't get a boost, and the reason why it didn't get a boost is because it must not be mixed. It must not be a mixed. Because I'm not like it's not isolating the mixed, which I probably should have something on here to isolate the mixed, but that's what this page is for. So this page isolates the mixed. And see, I can isolate ABBC is due for. Oops, it's not showing it's due on here, but it is because let's go over to ABBC high low. You see, look, low low, double double low low double double. There's not been a mixed, So it's obviously due, and that's the way it is. So anyway, man, I gotta go to bed. Feel like kind of trash right now, so praying I feel better. Anyway, back at it tomorrow. 20-minute video. So that's all I got. I'm tired. Good night.